Well, hello everyone. As you can see, I'm still searching for a theme song. I have no theme song yet. But we'll work on that. Today I'd like to discuss one of my very favorite #1 styles of music, grindcore. And give some of my thoughts. Show you a couple CDs I have, and just talk a little bit about it. Of course, I love grindcore. I was a part of the original metal crowd, Metallica, all them. We were made fun of for listening to Metallica. Now these jerk-offs are wearing their t-shirts. And we want nothing to do with them. But so I always got into the heavier stuff. I got into thrash, and then eventually death metal, and then eventually grindcore back then with bands like Sore Throat, Old Lady Drivers, Extra Hot Sauce, stuff like that. Anal Cunt, of course. Meat Shits. And then I also discovered punk rock back then in the, I'd say probably mid-80s, maybe 84 to 86, somewhere around there. And hearing the Dead Kennedys changed my life. I mean, I became a whole new person. But I always got into the more extreme type of music. I just loved it. It was like in my blood at birth. I just loved it when I heard it. The Subhumans, when I first heard The Day the Country Died, Mickey Mouse is Dead. Oh my God, I got warm inside. It was so great. And I think that grindcore is kind of like the next step up from old school, real hardcore punk rock. And a lot of it is political. A lot of it is just for fun. Singing about killing, slaughter, disembowelment. Farting, pooping, any taboo topic you can think of. Because hey, what's really going to be taboo in this society we live in? Oh Lord, help us all. So, what else did I want to say here? Oh yeah, grind. It's also like a mixture of, death metal, obviously, for some of the bands, and then it became more into grind with, and then here come the subgenres, but I'm not going there because I don't believe in none of that. But they started getting heavier, singing about horror movies and stuff. Impetigo, I think, was a huge part of that. One of the most important bands of my life. But I think death metal today it's not what it used to be. Like, I really don't care for today's death metal. All these bands, they're signed to Metal Blade or some big label like that, and I just can't get into them. I don't know what it is. I'm more into the underground extreme stuff, which would take us back to the very beginning, right? With Death and Possessed and all them bands. But anyway, I digress. It's a mixture, I believe, of old school hardcore and death metal, depending on the band and how they were influenced. I don't know. Of course, Impetigo, as I said, I showed this on my Impetigo video. And of course, for the political stuff, Napalm Death, with the DVD. Yes, indeed. My wife, Stella the Thrash Queen, was a DJ here in Cleveland, and she was the very first to play grindcore, and even the punk rockers would make fun of her and say about Napalm Death, oh, that's that Stella band. Now everybody's got a Napalm Death t-shirt. What? I don't know. So here's a few, just a couple of my grindcore CDs. I like this band, 5 Stabbed, 4 Corpses. A while ago, years ago, I used to just go on YouTube and type in grindcore and see what I could find, and then I would buy the CD of whatever I found. So here's one of them, 5 Stabbed, 4 Corpses. Here's the band Gut. I don't know how I feel about this particular CD, The Comeback. It's got quite a bit of rap to it. There's another thing we're going to get into, the creativity of grindcore. And of course here we got Venomous Concept. We got Shane Embry and Kevin Sharp, Buzz Osborne, Danny Herrera. Like an all-star lineup here, Venomous Concept. And here's a band, Failed Treatment. I forgot what country these guys are from, but I ordered this from them. Some really great gore grind type of stuff. Lord Gore, of course, the mighty Lord Gore. Love them to death. And here's a band called Your Kids on Fire. And I'd like to thank Sam, should he come across this video. I'd like to thank him for this awesome CD. Your Kids on Fire are in Chainsaw Devil. But I listened to this when I first stuck it in twice in a row. I couldn't get it out of there. And Sam from Your Kids on Fire also sent me this, Dead in the Womb. It's some really sick stuff. Really horrifying vocals. So horrifying, you've seen it. They come alive. And of course, Nazem. This is the grind finale. Bunch of their 7 inches and stuff, outtakes. The bind's coming apart, but got a huge booklet in here in memory of Mysko, of course. And I love Nazem. I don't know what other bands am I into. I love Morgue Dweller, Septicemic Plague, Brutal Pig. Let's see, I wrote down a list here. Anal Grind, Caveman Attack, Vomitoma, Decomposing Serenity, Vaginal Cadaver, Gruesome Stuff Relish, Highness. Of course, my friends in Horta Cannibal from Mexico and Onion Terror from the UK. All kinds of great stuff. It's just such a creative style of music. You can almost take any style of music, throw it into a bunch of blast beats, or even go along with that style and then blast it out. Or it's just such creative music. You could do anything with it. I feel it's the last vestige of rock and roll. You know, and you got bands, really creative bands like Spastic Blur, you know, or the Frolics and Amusing Antics of Lou Kelly. Oh no. So, what are some of your favorite grind bands? My friend Emma was in the Slave to the Grind movie. She was in there for just a short time, but that was pretty cool. Have any stories? Let me know what you think of grindcore, if you even like it. Maybe you're going to check it out because of this video. I'd like to say thank you. Please like this video, subscribe, and spread the word. We're still getting started here on this channel. So we've got interviews lined up actually. So it's going to be, show will be improving. Alright. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys.